Hey everyone, happy Tax Talk Tuesday. So actually had another video ready to go for today. And then we got news from the General Assembly that the House in North Carolina has given preliminary approval to a bill, House Bill 334, that would bring the state of North Carolina in line with the federal regulations dealing with PPP loans. What on earth does that mean? Well, so way back, if you remember our discussions about federal taxes late last year, you may remember there was some back and forth about whether if a business received a PPP loan, whether they could deduct the expenses that they paid with that PPP loan. Originally, the IRS said no. Congress, the federal government, came back and said, no, our intent was for this loan to not be a taxable event. And the expenses that you ordinarily would get to deduct, even if they were paid with PPP loan funds, would continue to be deductible. So that was kind of put to bed at the end of last year. North Carolina, with this new House Bill 334, would join the federal government and 47 other states that would say the same thing. So currently, under current North Carolina law, there is a difference between how the federal government will treat the PPP loan expenses and how the state government will treat those PPP loan expenses. Under the state guidance, those expenses are not deductible because they were paid with loan funds and not from ordinary operating income. Where we are at and where this is going is the House that was a preliminary vote. The House is expected to vote later, what will be today, Tuesday, to decide whether to basically to pass this bill and move it on to the Senate. So this is something that we're going to watch closely. But again, the idea here is that we're bringing state law in line with the federal government and saying that expenses, mortgage, payroll, other business expenses that were paid with PPP loan funds would be deductible under this new law or this new bill. Still a little ways to go. The House has to give final approval. The Senate will have to approve it, and then it will have to be signed by the governor. But it looks likely, given the bipartisan support for this bill, it looks likely that this is going to occur. So again, I had another video ready to go for today. So if you're watching next week's video and it says something like, hey, it's been a little while since we did one of these, you can ignore that part. One other note on this House Bill 334, something that is still up in the air. North Carolina has not done similar treatment or has not changed the taxability of unemployment benefits received. The federal government has made some changes there, but the state of North Carolina will be taxing unemployment benefits, at least currently. Nothing in this House Bill 334 changes that. There's kind of a divide on that issue. House Republicans basically saying that we can't give up that much revenue, so they're going to be taxing unemployment benefits. And then House Democrats on the other side saying that they'd like to bring this more in line with the federal government and not collect or not tax unemployment benefits that were received. So the big deal here, House Bill 334 has received preliminary approval. This would allow deductions of expenses paid with PPP loan funds. Right now, no changes to the unemployment picture. Those benefits in the state of North Carolina will remain taxable. But that's our update. We're going to be keeping an eye on this, so maybe talking more about it next week. So eventually that other video I recorded will get posted. Some really good stuff, really exciting stuff coming this way. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. Always happy to talk. Until then, I hope you guys have a great week. Thank you very much.